Two young ladies arrived in a meeting wearing clothes that were quite revealing their body parts. The chairman took a good look at them and made them sit. He looked at them straight in the eyes and said something that they might never forget in their life. Ladies, everything that God made valuable in this world is well covered and hardly to see, find, or get. Number 1. Where do you find diamonds? It's deep down in the ground, covered and protected. Number 2. Where do you find pearls? It's deep down at the bottom of the ocean, covered up and protected in a beautiful shell. Number 3. Where do you find gold? It's way down in the mine, covered over with layers of rock, and in order to get them, you have to work hard and dig deep down. He looked at them with serious eyes and said, "Your body is sacred and unique. You are far more precious than gold, diamonds and pearls, and you should be covered too." So he added that if you keep your treasured mineral just like gold, diamond and pearls, deeply covered up, a reputable mining organization with the requisite machinery will fly down and conduct years of extensive exploration. First, they will contact your government, sign professional contracts, and mine you professionally. But if you leave your precious minerals uncovered on the surface of the earth, you always attract a lot of illegal miners to come and mine you illegally. Everybody will just pick up their crude instruments and just have a dig on you just freely like that. So always keep your bodies deeply covered so that it invite professional miners to chase you. Women, you are valuable. Remember, class is more desirable than trash. A father said to his daughter, "You graduated with honors. Here is a car that I acquired many years ago. It is several years old. But before giving it to you, take it to the used car lot downtown and tell them I want to sell it and see how much they offer you." The daughter went to the used car lot, returned to her father, and said, "They offered me $1,000 because it looks very worn out." The father said, "Take it to the pawn shop." The daughter went to the pawn shop, returned to her father, and said, "The pawn shop offered $100 because it was a very old car." The father asked his daughter to go to a car club and show them the car. The daughter took the car to a car club, returned, and told her father. Some people in the club offered $100,000 for it since it is an iconic car and sought after by many. The father said to his daughter, "I wanted you to know that the right place values you the right way. If you are not valued, do not be angry. It means you're in the wrong place. Those who know your value are those who appreciate you. Never stay in a place where no one sees your value." In a small village nestled between lush green hills, there lived a young girl named Maya. Maya had always been passionate about painting, and her dream was to become a renowned artist one day. But there was a problem. Maya was born with a rare condition that left her completely blind. Despite this obstacle, Maya refused to give up on her dream. Every day, Maya would sit in her garden, feeling the warmth of the sun on her face and the gentle breeze in her hair. She would carefully touch the petals of the flowers and let their fragrances inspire her. With determination and an unyielding spirit, she began to paint. Maya had developed her own unique style of painting. She would mix colors by touch, feeling the texture of each hue and listening to the sounds they made as they mixed on her canvas. She painted with her heart, letting her inner vision guide her hand. Her paintings were unlike anything anyone had ever seen before. They were filled with vibrant, swirling colors and a sense of emotion that touched the hearts of those who viewed them. Word of Maya's remarkable talent spread far and wide. And soon, an art critic from the city came to visit her. He was skeptical at first, wondering how a blind girl could create such stunning art. But as Maya explained her process and the passion that drove her, he was deeply moved. He wrote an article about Maya's incredible journey and her unique style of painting, and it was published in a renowned art magazine. Maya's story captured the hearts of people around the world. Art collectors, scholars, and enthusiasts came to her village to see her work firsthand. Maya's dream of becoming a renowned artist had come true, and she became an inspiration to countless others who faced challenges in their lives. She showed them that with determination, passion, and the belief in oneself, one could overcome even the greatest obstacles. Maya's story teaches us that our limitations need not define us. It's our dreams, determination, and creativity that can light the path to success. No matter how difficult the journey may seem, Maya's art continues to inspire generations, reminding us all that true beauty and artistry can be found within, and that the human spirit is capable of remarkable things. Once upon a time, a daughter complained to her father that her life was miserable and that she didn't know how she was going to make it. She was tired of fighting and struggling all the time. It seemed just as one problem was solved, another one soon followed. Her father, a chef, took her to the kitchen. He filled 3 pots with water and placed each on a high fire. Once the 3 pots began to boil, he placed potatoes in 1 pot, eggs in the 2nd pot, and ground coffee beans in the 3rd pot. He then let them sit and boil, without saying a word to his daughter. The daughter moaned and impatiently waited, wondering what he was doing. After 20 minutes, he turned off the burners. He took the potatoes out of the pot and placed them in a bowl. He pulled the eggs out and placed them in a bowl. He then ladled the coffee out and placed it in a cup. Turning to her, he asked, "Daughter, what do you see?" "Potatoes, eggs, and coffee," she hastily replied. "Look closer," he said, and touched the potatoes. She did and noted that they were soft. He then asked her to take an egg and break it. After pulling off the shell, she observed the hard-boiled egg. Finally, he asked her to sip the coffee. Its rich aroma brought a smile to her face. "Father, what does this mean?" she asked. He then explained that the potatoes, the eggs and coffee beans had each faced the same adversity, the boiling water. However, each one reacted differently. The potato went in strong, hard and unrelenting, but in boiling water, it became soft and weak. The egg was fragile, with the thin outer shell protecting its liquid interior until it was put in the boiling water. Then the inside of the egg became hard. However, the ground coffee beans were unique. After they were exposed to the boiling water, they changed the water and created something new. Which one are you? He asked his daughter. When adversity knocks on your door, how do you respond? Are you a potato, an egg, or a coffee bean? Moral of the story: in life, things happen around us. Things happen to us. But the only thing that truly matters is how you choose to react to it and what you make out of it. Life is all about leaning, adopting and converting all the struggles that we experience into something positive. Once upon a time, there was a wise old man who lived in a small village. He was known throughout the land for his wisdom and his ability to solve any problem that came his way. One day, a young man came to the wise old man and said, "I have a problem. I have been wronged by someone and I want revenge. What should I do?" The wise old man replied, "Before you seek revenge, you should ask yourself if it is worth it. Revenge may make you feel better in the short term, but it will not bring you true happiness." The young man thought about this for a moment and then asked, "But what if I don't seek revenge? Won't people think that I am weak?" The wise old man replied, "True strength comes from within. It takes more courage to forgive than it does to seek revenge. If you can find it in your heart to forgive those who have wronged you, you will find true happiness." The young man thought about this for a moment, and then thanked the wise old man for his advice. He left the village feeling much better than he had before. Moral of the story: forgiveness is a sign of true strength and courage. It takes more courage to forgive than it does to seek revenge. Once upon a time, there was a small town. There lived a man by himself who couldn't see. He was blind. Yet, he carried a lighted lamp with him whenever he went out at night. One night, as he was coming home after having a dinner outside, he came across a group of young travelers. They saw that he was blind, yet carrying a lighted lamp. They started passing comments on him and made fun of him. One of them asked him, "Hey man, you are blind and can't see anything. Why do you carry the lamp then?" The blind man replied, "Yes, unfortunately, I am blind and I can't see anything, but a lighted lamp which I am carrying is for the people like you who can see. You may not see the blind man coming and end up pushing me. That is why I carry a lighted lamp." The group of travelers felt ashamed and apologized for their behavior. Moral of the story: we should think before judging others. Always be polite and learn to see things from others' point of view. A lady asks, "How much do you sell your eggs for?" The old vendor replies, 50 cents an egg, madam." The lady says, "I'll take 6 eggs for $2.50 or I'm leaving." The old salesman replies, "Buy them at the price you want, madam. This is a good start for me because I haven't sold a single egg today and I need this to live." She bought her eggs at a bargain price and left with the feeling that she had won. She got into her fancy car and went to a fancy restaurant with her friend. She and her friend ordered what they wanted. They ate a little and left a lot of what they had asked for. She paid the bill, which was $150. The lady gave $200 and told the fancy restaurant owner to keep the change as a tip. This story might seem quite normal to the owner of the fancy restaurant, but very unfair to the egg seller. The question it raises is, why do we always need to show that we have power when we buy from the needy? And why are we generous to those who don't even need our generosity? I once read this somewhere, that a father used to buy goods from poor people at high prices, even though he didn't need the things. Sometimes he paid more for them. I was amazed. One day his son asked him, "Why are you doing this, Dad?" His father replied, "It's charity wrapped in dignity, son. I want to challenge each one of us to do better. We can do that." If you find value in this content, please like, share, and follow.